What are we doing here? What it do, Ski? It's your boy Farewell34, and today I'm here with my reaction video to Stargate SG-1. This one is Season 2, Episode 7. How's it going, everybody? So, last episode of SG-1 was a really interesting one. Reveal of Odin's son. Yes, Thor was a... Thor kind of looked more like a sore thumb, if you know what I'm saying. Fake out where you think it's gonna be Thor, like Norse looking version of him, chiseled and or got the with with a hammer, but turns out it's just a little gray alien that has broken equipment. So the way they're just deleting everybody. So yeah, but apart from that, there was also some a decent bit of world building elements to the episode, and I think one of the more interesting things was it just sort of put together, I think, another piece of the larger scale of the puzzle, right, that the SG is doing. That being said, let's get into this episode of Stargate. So as always, if you enjoyed this one, then definitely be sure to smack that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And we're doing the double upload this week, so this is a bonus video that I meant to put on the weekend, but I got a little packed. So that's going to be today, and then obviously the regular Thursday /ish Friday uploads. With that being said, let's just hop into this episode. So don't forget, guys, in case you're interested in joining in the conversations, especially to all the patron fam out there and the people on YouTube, if you guys want to hop in on some more in-depth conversations about Stargate, spoiler, non-spoiler free, we have a Discord page. I'll link it in the description down below. Feel free to join in those combos in the community. And of course, if you're watching on YouTube and you're interested in getting the full and raw reaction and more for SG-1, then definitely check out patreon.com/fellow34 in the description down below. Let's hop into this one. Let's try to be dramatic. Yeet. Are we on the moon, boys? Here's the real reason why we didn't go back. There were golds.
If there ever was anybody home, they've been gone 100,000 years or more.
Oh, this is so close to the game.
Definitely tell lots.
Pro picked up an EM source coming from something.
My guess, that thing. Are we in danger?
No, sir, I don't think so. Not at the moment.
That's actually next episode, sir.
This is incredible. It's emitting small amounts of alpha, gamma, and delta radiation.
I sense a
Well,
bomb.
I knew that.
But it's got a power source more advanced than anything we've ever come across, including the Glow.
It's a time capsule. I mean, imagine what you could learn about your own fate.
He's like, I mean, it would be a shame if we didn't take it. Am I right, guys? You see the way he's sort of looking at it?
You think it might be a booby trap?
Indeed.
We're talking about the gold here. I mean, whoever this is...
Earth could sure use a power source that lasts for thousands of years.
All right, pack it up. Let's go home.
Oh, and this is where things get rocky. What? Let me guess. Is that like a galaxy, a universe in that? Or a planet or some shit? Oh, maybe if the planet was... Oh, no. I was gonna say, what if the planet had the potential of being destroyed? So they're like, yo, let's just put us in a bottle, a little sphere, and get the fuck out of here. Also, I was trying to find those glasses, because somebody had said that they were like, you can't really find them anymore. They're like glacier glasses. Pretty expensive, too. My boy. Message in a bottle.
Try to relax, Graham, or it's gonna be a long day.
You know, I don't think it's the artifact. He gets nervous like that every time he's around you. Maybe a crush.
I was looking at the guy, I'm like, who the hell is this guy? Yikes.
Oops. Hey, the artifact.
I was gonna say whoops, and then he did it.
We think it's a set of instructions.
You know I have the highest respect for your abilities, but the NID wants a look at the thing.
It is best for it to remain in close proximity to the Stargate, at least for the moment.
I'm willing to delay that mission for 24 hours in order to confirm your theory.
That's not enough time.
But we'll take it. Thank you.
Where are we going
Let's try
with this
another
orb?
X-ray series. Maybe the basis of their mathematics.
Right. That's what I thought. So, if these smaller symbols represent exponents...
Then this sequence grows exponentially to become a very big number.
Oh, it can't be morning.
Ah, but it is. We ship out at, 1,300 hours.
Check's
Okay,
real
Jack,
chippy
talk
today.
to General Hammond.
We've got a spike, an EM spike across the wideband.
Nani?
What?
Captain?
I don't know, sir. I don't think we've done anything.
600%.
Sir, I recommend we return the artifact to P5C353 now.
Y'all better hurry.
Start dialing.
100 degrees.
getting hot here. I think it's a speaker.
Rule out time capsule.
We'll need to put our suits back on.
No, there's no time for that. We'll just open the gate and throw it back through.
No, don't grab it. Oh, what?
It does not wish to be removed.
Oh, that's too damn bad.
Okay, now I'm really curious as to what it is. It's gonna yeet it? What the hell?
Get security down there. Put the base
Whoa, 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 whoa. I thought it was just his jacket, maybe. What the fuck?
Sir,
Shut it down.
What are we doing here? Yeah, holy shit.
I don't know, but it's still hot.
Holy
Be
shit.
careful.
shoot it!
Sir!
Shoot it!
Oh my god! This is escalating too quickly!
Because we don't know how much of that staff energy will be transferred through the object into the kernel.
Your objection is noted.
Again!
What is going on?
No change.
Sir, it just absorbed the energy. Then it is several hundred times stronger than steel.
Well, somebody
Sir,
get the man a stool! I don't know.
This is going to take some time.
They're hoping we've found some kind of weapon we can one day use against the ghoul. All I can tell them is what it isn't.
I wanted the artifact to be something wonderful.
You have nothing to apologize for, son.
That's true. I can see why Daniel would be impacted by that. He's always wanted to, very eager to get things, bring it back to study, cultural artifacts, etc. So I guess this is the first time it's an item specifically has kind of bit them in the ass. I'm trying to think. I mean, they brought enough snakes, people who've come and screwed them over, right? Or her just dipped, but yeah.
This is Hammond. Initiate wildfire.
Wow.
Level 4 quarantine is now in effect.
Oh, they're in quarantine too. Oh my god. Yeah, thank you. God damn.
You have a very high fever. It's being caused by an infection. I'm going to give you a broad spectrum antibiotic to help fight it.
The artifact's internal temperature just leveled off at 149 degrees Fahrenheit.
Your progress here is unsatisfactory.
Can't go any faster, sir. This is the hardest stuff I've ever come across.
We're gonna need everyone.
I see you, Teal'c.
Colonel
So obviously we're dealing with a weapon.
That's an assumption, Captain. How is he?
He's developed an infection. I've got him pumped full of antibiotics, which amazingly seem to have slowed its progress. I think you should see this.
Oh no, what are we doing?
It's mobile,
What?
like a definitely alien. And they also seem to bond in chains, like an indiscriminate form of necrotizing fasciitis.
Flesh-eating disease. We used ultraviolet when we were performing tests on the iris's structural integrity.
Right. Let's get some UV units in the gate room.
Teal'c, Colonel?
It's gonna get a little dark in there for just a few seconds while we try something.
I was like, they brought out the Daleks. Alright, survey says.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Captain Carter? It's happening to me.
Oh my god. That's why they freaking highlighted you. You're dead as disco.
This organism can eat through virtually any substance, even concrete.
But sir, I'll need more.
Absolutely not. A wildfire directive means nothing in or out. You know that.
Sir, Lieutenant Simmons' infection is even more far gone than Colonel O'Neill's. And none of the alternatives I have on base.
Don't make me repeat myself, Doctor.
He's dead.
Maybe it's time we consider evacuating personnel through the Stargate.
I thought of that, but to where? Practically every one of us is now infected by the organism to some degree. Without antibiotics, we'd all be like Lieutenant Simmons by now.
At least they'd have that much time to find a solution.
It's not worth the risk, in my opinion, sir.
Nah, fam, this ain't
We
it.
don't even know what the orb would do. It won't take us without a fight, sir.
Damn right.
Hammond's looking slightly defeated there. And shout out to Sam for leading the team. They got some proto-molecule looking ass in Stargate. What the hell? I need the Expanse fam out there.
Undomesticated equines could not remove me.
That's a joke. You told a joke. You're a good man, my friend.
As are you, my friend.
Sir? Just about through here. It's moving.
Oh, come on. What are we doing? That was great.
All right. What does that mean?
Well, it could represent the growth pattern of the alien organism. And so far, its spread has followed an exponential curve. Okay, try turning the page. Maybe the answer's there.
If you see Captain Carter,
I'll make sure I send her over.
Tilk's staff blast gave the organism energy it needed to spread like this. It's reproducing because we fed it.
What's happened?
Oh shit.
It's gotten into our computers.
Well, the question is now if this connects to the larger play that's happened earlier this year. Also, the fact that there's a 19 and they're in quarantine because of a virus, COVID-19. No, I'm just fucking with you.
Hello? Somebody?
Yeah, this might actually have something to do with that because maybe it was a setup. No, because that actually maybe not because they said it was really ancient and old and larger than the Goulds, right? So I doubt it, but putting a lot of emphasis on this one, like the score's going in. Like I'm not tripping, am I? Like
Teal'c is trying to stop the spread of the organism at the source.
Tell him to stop.
Why? It seems to be working.
Only because the fire is temporarily consuming the oxygen in the room. It feeds on energy.
Teal'c,
Stand out.
we're going to try another approach.
The organism needs oxygen to reproduce.
How low are we talking?
We'll start at 8%, but we have to start now.
Do it.
Yes, sir.
General Hammond, sir, I didn't touch a thing. The self-destruct countdown just started on its own.
General?
In the event of containment failure, wildfire kicks in automatically.
It can feed on the energy from a staff blast. How far do you think it will spread if the auto-destruct goes off?
yikes!
The organism will be fed enough energy to spread across the face of the Earth.
This is episode 7, guys. This is only episode 7.
If we are to meet the challenge of the Goa'uld and further your race, risks must be taken.
Your idea seems to be working.
Yeah, slowed the progress of the organism by almost 90%.
Yeah, no, don't jump up and down now, or you'll get my other patients all excited.
You know,
Speaking
even in a
of
complete...
Well, before you do, if you wouldn't mind stopping by to see Lieutenant Simmons.
I just wanted to say how much.
Things are off in the mountain today. Oh my god.
That symbol is on the artifact. Yes, it is. It's trying to communicate with us. Well, it could be saying, take me to your leader, for all I know. I have no idea.
Good choice of words
The
after
point
we
is,
found out
they're
what Thor
trying.
looked like.
Not once have we stopped to listen.
How do we do that?
We let it grow.
What?
We increase the oxygen levels even higher than normal. We hit it with another staff weapon blast. We let it do what it's been trying to do.
Oh,
The
he's so
exact
mad.
opposite of the advice you've been giving me up to now.
Yeah.
Which is it, Captain?
And who's to say he's not just gonna like hit Jack
Maybe
in the
Colonel
eye or
O'Neill
something?
didn't just get in the way.
Oh,
There
did
was
it just
practically
phase
no
through him?
trauma around that wound.
So he's not actually.
With the force it struck him, that's just not possible. We have to cut off his medication, sir.
Are you out of your mind?
If you do so, O'Neill will die.
Communicate with the organism through Jack.
Yes. I think that's what it's been trying to do all along.
Oxygen levels now 30% above normal.
What if he's like, Chevron? Oh, sorry guys, my bad. I'm used to this. I'm used to saying one
Sir,
thing.
I don't know if what we're about to try. We have to, again. No pulse.
What?
Good morning, campers.
Who else are we talking to?
We are also here.
We've met?
O'Neill knows.
Oh.
Then you should also know we mean you know her.
You would have returned us to our former world millennia ago. Our world was dying.
Oh, this is a crazy shot and
For
lighting.
this reason,
Oh my
we
goodness.
created.
Waiting for someone to come along, like us, and take you through the Stargate.
So it was written on the orb. We cannot go back.
And we cannot allow you to stay.
So give them one of the empty planets. Solution.
O'Neill.
This place, admittedly out of our ignorance, is about to be destroyed by an explosion.
We will multiply and consume your world.
Y'all better give a sales pitch just now.
If
We
you
got
would
3
allow
minutes.
us to restore our communications,
He's quaking.
we would survive.
Before G881.
Yeah, toss him it.
It's primordial. Lots of oxygen and sunlight, like this world was a 250 million years ago.
True your Stargate.
We just went through this last episode. Y'all mess up?
For what reason?
Come season like 5, 6, I don't know. This could fuck up. This could be a big whoops.
Everything just shut down.
Sir, I think the computers are rebooting.
Start dialing P4G881 as soon as they're up.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. All right, here we go. Dude, the shots with him with the lights are nuts. Dude, that's wicked. Get that last chevron, fam.
Chevron 7 locked.
Ooh, concussion.
5, 2, 1.
Auto-destruct is aborted.
Auto self-destruct aborted.
That was a little too close.
Nice work.
It was good to see you alive and well again.
That was intense. Jesus. All right, let's talk about that episode. So that was Stargate SG-1 Season 2, Episode 7. And I was actually rather impressed by this episode for a couple of different reasons. First and foremost, I just think the concept of this one was actually really interesting and well executed. Random orb. Actually, first off, this episode differentiated itself, I think, from any of the episodes that we've had because this is the first time we've seen them in spacesuits, very much so. I don't know if this is going to be an ongoing thing. I mean, for a space program, you know, going into all these different you know, planets and whatnot, you'd think they have more spacesuits. So I thought that was pretty interesting how this is our first go at it. I was like, are we showing a clip from, like, you know, the moon landing or something like that, and then we're gonna trace back? But no, it's just they had spacesuits for this mission, so that was just a cool kicker to this episode. Now they find this orb, so I guess it kind of was what I suggested, or maybe it was this society or this, you know, super advanced race inside of this orb, and, you know, they came off as this, they thought it was a virus, but it was really them trying to communicate, and they wanted to just live somewhere. They just wanted to have a place to live in peace. And you know, it was very dire of a situation because, you know, they were eating all the energy. It resulted in one of our main characters via borderline dying. It was intriguing, tense. I don't even think that's what really made this episode stand out to me. What I loved here was the directing. Oh my god, I thought some of the shots here towards the end, the way that they were just piecing together this episode, the score, everything just felt a little bit more elevated. And granted, I don't know if this is going to be a bigger scheme episode or not, but I would almost lean towards it being that, just because of the emphasis they did, or maybe the director and the people, you know, they just went in this episode. I don't know the, you know, the background behind it, but I just thought they did a really great job here. Some of those shots with, you know, with Jack being compromised and just staring and speaking for whoever this we are, which they didn't even give us that much information, honestly, were just fantastic. Something here that I love, and I think this is a nod to just how great these characters are so far, and their relationships, is I love how this was, on one end we had Daniel, you know, sort of reeling on the fact that he messed up, right? And I think that's a common theme, I think, so far for the season, is the SG team making mistakes and you know, either fixing them or just acknowledging that they made mistakes. Like, for all we know, this could cause huge implications moving forward. They just let a whole society who's been away for a millennia or whatever it is have their own planet. Like, you know, that's just, that in of itself is crazy, and it seems like the capabilities are pretty OP as well. But I love what they did here, subtly giving us some more. This almost serves as, like, I actually kind of look at this episode as like a sort of a reflecting moment, just to see where our characters and the relationships have got to this point. Bonding moments here, even before they had that one-on-one interaction when Jack was completely compromised. Teal'c, you know, talking to the other people on the base, sort of directing them, asking them questions about the ongoing situation. It just shows how much he's progressed in his own journey, part of the SG team and on Earth. So that was the moment when I was kind of thinking to myself, like, wow, I'm so proud of him. Look how he's doing. But also, you know, when Jack started to get in some conversation with him, coupled with, you know, him, you know, being in a terrible situation like that, performances were solid. Loved how he sort of, for where their relationship is, Teal'c making a joke. So again, they're just hammering that idea, like, look how far they've gone, look how these characters are starting to change and whatnot. So that was one of the highlights to me this episode. Not to mention, we get to see the SG team caught off guard again, but in this case, this felt a little bit more unique to me in the sense that we had Hammond heavily involved again, but not really in control and him not knowing how to deal with the situation. And shout out to Carter, Captain Carter. She was killing it this episode in terms of leading it, taking charges, calling the shots. And I think this speaks just to their dynamic and relationship. Hammond obviously taking in what she's saying, assessing it, but then acknowledging to an extent like, okay, this is out of my league. We have to shut down the base. I'm doing the best that I can for my protocol and what I know I'm supposed to do when something like this happens. Now I'm gonna leave it up into your hands. And even when it got to the point where he followed her completely to all of her instructions, and it got things right at its most severe situation up to that point, Captain Carter just said, "Oh, we gotta do 180 and do the opposite." So it was really cool just to see Hammond's thought process, him sort of taking into account her knowledge, taking into account how she's been trying to lead them in the right direction this entire time, her skills, and letting her lead. And I just thought that was a great insight onto their relationship when it comes to that situation like this, and just I think their rapport with one another. I feel like had this been earlier on in this season, Hammond might have been a little bit more strict, and had this been in season 1, I almost feel like Hammond would have been like, no, that's it. But after repeatedly going through the situations, scenarios, the SG team mostly comes on top. So I really appreciated those aspects, and also the fact that we get to see the SG team, the episode almost focused on the base, and we got to see a lot of the other people here. The one dude who was gonna who got really sick, unfortunately, and had a crush on Sam. We got to see some of these other people, lines from Chevron, man. So I just liked how we almost took this. It was an episode that was both intense, engaging. We don't know what's going on, a larger threat, the base is under siege, but we also spice things up a little bit. We got to have some development we got to give Sam a lot of development here. We got to give Hammond some pushback, which was awesome, working together. Some tough situations and calls. Jack giving a great performance, even though he was limited into what he could do. I thought this was a solid episode of SG-1, guys. But what did you think about this episode? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, if you enjoyed this one, then definitely be sure to smack that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. But with that being said, guys, I will catch you all in the next episode for SG-1. And of course, guys, if you guys want to hop in on the conversations to chit chat, we're actually getting some Stargate emotes in the Discord very soon. Feel free to shoot some suggestions from the episodes that we've previously seen so you can use them in the chat. Also, patreon.com/Trail34 in the description down below if you're interested in joining, getting the full unedited raw reactions to the series. But with that being said, guys, I will catch you all in the next one. Love ya. Peace.